Hello everyone. Today something different from what I've been doing the past few months. It's all been about hardware, and today I thought I would go back into good old Ableton Live and share some cool new stuff with you that I found online. Two free synths that are very good for things like drones and stuff. They're Max for Live instruments. So if you are not an Ableton Live user, then this is probably not for you. But yeah, I was thinking of doing a short video, just show these two, check them out, and make a little ambient piece with the both of them. I'll put links in the video description where you can download these. You put them in a shopping cart at Gumroad, both of them, which is an online selling stuff website. And the nice thing there is that you can set your own price, so you can put $0 if you don't want to pay, but you can also pay what they call a fair price. So I actually paid $5 for both these, and they're probably worth more, but I thought it's at least better than paying nothing, and support the people who make these cool things a little bit. But you can also pay nothing if you want. So the first one is Spectral Attractors, and this works in a way it's very complicated. I cannot really explain it. There's a YouTube video of the creator who tries to explain how it works, and it doesn't make, well, it makes some sense, but it's still very complicated. Clearly this guy is a genius of sorts, because he came up with a really interesting sample-based synthesis method. You can put samples in here. You can also route audio to it, I think, from other channels. I'm just going to put some samples in and just going to push some buttons and move some sliders and see what happens here, and see if we can get some cool sounds as the basis for a little ambient piece. So just some random samples here. I'm just going to close my eyes and click on a random sample called resampler. And now what you do is you put the little playhead here somewhere, and that takes a snapshot. For instance, this. And you see then this here starts moving. You can find out what everything does with the tooltips here, or whatever they're called. I'm going to lower the gain a little bit because it's quite loud. And now you can take a different snapshot in that same sample. I have to turn it on. And now it starts mixing in this. And these bars here are moving. And that's sort of the mix of both the sounds. And there's this other view, and I think it also works differently, where the sounds are represented as dots, and then the white dot in the middle is sort of moving, well, if it moves, moving between them. And right now it's not moving. I think because this here, the slider here that says 1, that's the force with which the ball is attracted, right? So that's what you see here. And if those forces are perfectly equal, then of course it won't move. So it's a sort of a physics related thing. Very cool, very interesting. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, drop in another sample. That sounds like it could be cool. And I'm just going to put another snapshot in here. And then it's a matter of just playing with these controls. And you can see the little dot, the little ball moving, and that sort of decides the mix between those different sounds. And I think he said in his video, the guy who made this, that they can either be crossfades or they can be like FFT interpolation like things. That's really advanced DSP stuff that I don't understand, but whatever it is, it sounds cool. Let's do a final one, a voice. Maybe a voice, why not? Okay. Ooh. And I think these numbers are the amount of attraction that the different points create. And then if you go negative, it's actually repulsion. Then it pushes the little ball away. And then there's these other parameters here, velocity and power, speed, and they interact with each other to change the movement of the ball. You can hear it's changing faster now. So okay, that's interesting. Let's help this along a little bit with another cool free plugin. I've had the Valhalla room reverb for like forever, for ages, but they also give away stuff for free every once in a while. And this one's super massive. I think it's been out for a while. Super massive sounding reverbs. What more do you want? Valhalla is very good at that sort of thing. Some really cool presets in here. Modulation, echoes. I don't know. Let's try something here. Echoes, sound effects, pulsars, quasars. That sounds fascinating. I might just go with a nice massive space. Because this is already a drone, the reverb doesn't seem to do that much until you turn it off. Okay, so this other synth called Rezo, TE Rezo, TE stands for the initials of the creator. Very sorry, I forgot his name, but I will put the link in the description. By the way, talking about links in descriptions, I will also link to my free sample pack, Too Many DFAM Kicks, that you can get for free, for no cost. Check that out. DFAM recordings, kick drums, more of them than you would want to use, maybe. Have a look at that, and also at Rezo, because this is also quite cool. So I'll just make a little MIDI clip here, give it a note, C, whatever. Start playing. And now this works, I think, with sound granules, noises, clicks that go through a resonator, hence the name T-Rezo. And to be honest, I don't have much of a clue what these parameters do, because they're not your typical synth parameters. I think you can draw some envelopes here. There's a space, a built-in reverb, ambience effect. This is an ADSR envelope, that's an amp envelope, that's familiar. The basis for the sound can either be noise or something called clean. You can adjust that. You can filter the sound. And I think it's between these two sound sources, these two little bars here, you can change them like this or like that. Let's add a little bit of release time and attack time, make it somewhat softer. And then there's this. I don't know what this does. It adds overtones, I guess. And you get these really nice, mysterious sounding pads. I think this stuff is great for techno or for ambient. Let's see how this goes with the other drone I just made. Well, they actually sort of fit together. This is also some sort of modulation thing. Panning related, I think. Yeah, so you're not... And again, you have these hints here about what everything does. I'm doing an extremely poor job of not explaining what everything does. I think this is about experimentation and just trying stuff and going by ear. The science behind it, the design principles, they're very interesting, but I don't think you need to know a lot about them to use them. Okay, so we have two drones. Why not add a kick drum and make a techno track? I'll increase the tempo a little bit. I was just talking about too many DFM kicks. Why don't I use it? Here it is, my sample pack that I am giving away again. Go get it, link in the description. Let's find a suitable kick drum here. Something not too outrageous. This one maybe? Rubber. Nice, good all-round kick. Got some feedback on this sample pack. People like this one especially. And let's use it to make a bass as well. Just get rid of this one. Lower the volume a little bit here. Let's see. This has more of a pitch quality. This one. Maybe something like this. And give it a somewhat softer attack. All built in here. No, the decay is built in, the attack is not built in. You control the filter. I added some tube drive that is very subtle, maybe too subtle. Dynamic tube plugin in Live. Maybe make the pitch a little bit higher. Longer decay, which may be better for a bass. Filter down. Here we go. Some closed heads and maybe some extra percussion to round things out, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Just a short video. Something different. And I'll be back shortly with some more hardware related things. Electron boxes, you know the drill. DFM. That sort of thing. Okay. For some reason this is panned to the left. I'll pan it center and then give it some randomness. It'll move around the center. And you saw me draw in some velocity. Let's see. These are sort of my favorite racks. I need to make some new ones. I'm a bit lazy sometimes. Atmospheric hits, maybe not. Collision. This is the result of a video I did a while ago where I just resampled some stuff from Collision. A very interesting instrument in Live. Well, let's just go for that one. With the great charismatic name 2 Audio 0013. 2 Audio 0013. No. Oh. Wrong key. The MacBook Pro keyboard. Yeah, what I would do then is make a very brief arrangement here. Actually, that reminds me of a video that I saw earlier this week or last week by Jan Cook, the great producer, DJ Jan Cook, who is pretty awesome and regularly drops videos on YouTube showing his production process. I think last week he did one with the Electron Analog 4, but he also does very detailed explanations of what he does in live, sound design things, but also arrangement. And he showed how he arranges his tracks, and he does basically subtractive arrangement, where he copies out everything and then starts cutting away at clips. I'm making a dummy clip here for the drone, so I can see where it is. And what I would do then is, for instance, if I mute the track in the beginning, I'll do that here. Finally, silence. Let's say it's muted in the beginning, and then you start hearing it here, and you can see by the clips here that that's the case. So the clips aren't actually doing anything, or this long clip I have to say, but it just shows you when the sound is playing and when it isn't. And I'll throw in a utility, and for instance, and fade this in. This is more or less blind arranging. I'm not gonna listen back to this really while I'm making this. I'm just copying, pasting, drawing, and the idea being that I'll listen back to it later, in a week time or 10 days time or something, and then decide whether I want to work on it some more. The resonator, I don't know, let's put like an auto pan. I actually meant an auto filter. Put that on here. Don't know whether that actually does a lot, because this sort of sounds like sine waves, this sound. Maybe better to put that on the spectral thing. There's something wrong with the automation here. Oh, it's still fading in. And probably need to open the filter. It's way too quiet. Ah yeah, it's disabled. Okay, that's better. And here, well, why not just also put some volume automation? I don't know. Maybe it becomes a little louder in this breakdown here. Maybe it becomes really loud. Okay, the closed hi-hats, they start here. Maybe they don't continue after the thing, after the break. And this is just playing all the time. I guess that could do with some variation. So I am listening back a little bit to what I'm doing, but not that much. Not like the whole arrangement, because it's really just a sort of a placeholder for a real arrangement if I would choose to work on this more. Maybe some automatic filtering here. Yeah, this sound has really little top end, so maybe throw in a distortion first. Crazy one like the Combinat. Really crazy. Or maybe just keep it as it is. Why not? No filters, no automation, no nothing. I'm just gonna call it a day. So that was just a little demonstration of these cool free Max for Live synths that both do something unique and are good for pads, And yeah, I think that's really like cool little tools in the toolbox to have. Spectral Attractors and Rezo, both free. Again, I'll put the links there. I hope you enjoyed this or found it useful. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.